Here you go. I saw you said that. Oh wait, yeah, I had the stream open on the window. I saw you said that your Anki sync was blocked. Bro, you gotta get that fixed. You can make your Anki use a proxy. No. You don't need to use a VPN. How much is a VPN? Hold on, let me check. What is a VPN? 2 to 15 a month. Okay, so you can make Anki. I think Anki has a proxy setting you can use. And I think if you just rent out a VPN for $2, it's just any computer around the world. It's not a VPN site, right? You can handle it yourself. Then you could just use that specifically to do Anki sync, right? Yeah, hold on. Let me just look up the difference between VPN and proxy for like Anki proxy settings. Behind that proxy, um, proxy. Define HTTPS proxy and var. Okay, so wait, is setting up a proxy server different from using a VPN? Because I feel like they're both reverse or they're both forward proxies, right? Forward proxy versus VPN. Let's see. Faster. Okay, we'll just okay. Forward proxy. Self-host. Let's see. Dumb proxy. Let's see. Dumb proxy. Forward. Wait, this is a forward proxy. Ah, wait, that's what I wanted, right? A simple, scriptable, secure HTTPS socket 5 forward proxy. Yeah, just you can use this, right? Okay, it's not gonna be a dedicated server, it's gonna be a VPS, alright? A dedicated server is way more expensive. So VPS, I think the cheapest you can get in your region is like $1.50 a month or $2. In the US, it's 350 is like the minimum. Like I don't think there's a single reverse or a VPS that's less than 350. I think most of them are like 5 now. Or not 5, 4. Don't use a VPN because if you use a VPN, you'll have to use IPs and to okay, unless you want to route everything through the VPN, it's gonna be a hassle. If you only want to route your Anki stuff, you're gonna have to have the exact IP that you want to use the VPN for, right? And I think Anki, when I looked it up, it said that their VPNs or their IPs changed, so you need to use their domain name to access it, right? So if you want to do if you don't want to change the IP whenever Anki changes their IP for their sync system, you have to use the proxy. Because with proxies, they just use HTTPS, and use the host names. They don't use IPs. So there's a thing called dumb proxy. You can probably set it up really easily. You could even just use Docker if you know how to use that. And then yeah, you're good. You can use it as a proxy. So okay, so the thing is with reverse proxies is make sure that it's not open to the public because it could be used for DDoSing. So don't open it up. Make sure it's only connected to you. Or make sure that you're the only one who can access it. And if your IP changes a lot, then okay, then okay, I don't know. You'll have to figure it out. Okay, because okay, maybe you would want to use it. Wait, okay, if hold on, can forward proxies be used for DDoS? Wait, hold on. Let's see. Is dumb proxy? Let's see. Secure. So no. Okay, you do not want to let other people use your proxy as a DDoS node. Okay, so you might have to do a VPN proxy setup. How can you be sure that Sir Anki isn't blocked by that server's ISP2? Okay, so it's gonna be Europe. Okay, wait, hold on. What regions are blocking Anki? Okay, because you don't really care about latency, right? Let me draw it up real quick. So this is Anki's server hosted at a variable IP, but host is static, okay? And then this is blocked, right, by your ISP. Okay. Just get a server in Europe. I think you could probably connect to any server in Europe, right? So you get a Europe EU VPS. Okay, maybe I shouldn't make this I should probably make this a circle. Okay. EU VPS, okay. And this is gonna have a forward proxy. So you're gonna set up Anki has a proxy setting, right? That just connects to this VPS, right? And then so then we'll just forward it to that, right? And then, you know, go back like that. So hopefully you can use EU VPSs. Like, okay, so the thing is with EU is they require your ID, I think, for some of the server hosts or web server hosting sites. So yeah, that might be a bit weird. Or I think AWS, they don't require ID. So you could just use AWS if you wanted. And then, so the thing is, if your IP changes, so this is gonna be you. You, right? If your IP also changes, you're gonna have to set up a VPN. But if your IP, or you don't have to set up a VPN, you could set up a, some other thing that might be more or less complicated, but we'll see. So this IP is static, by the way. Static IP. Host, you don't need a host. Just need IP. But you want the firewall to block out everything else, because forward proxies could be used for as a DDoS node, so you don't want to have that opened. Okay, so okay, let me draw that again. So VPN, all it does is you have a bunch of computers that could be in the same local network or not, right? They don't have to be, right? But they essentially share a gateway, right? So you know how like when you connect to your router, it's gonna be like it's usually 192.168.1.1. So 192 range is usually reserved for private networks, right? So this router would work for this local network because they're all connected. So what a VPN does, it essentially creates a tunnel between all these local networks over the internet, and they share an address space. Usually it's going to be 10 or 172. Usually it's 10. So they use like 10.1.0, and then yeah. So then what these computers can do once they have the VPN set up is they can connect to this computer as if it was like on this IP or this IP, right? Even though this computer is on a router that's connected to the internet via like 632517.6, whatever number it is, right? But these computers can see each other within this address space, right? So that's what a VPN is. That's literally all it is, right? The way VPN websites or VPN services work, they basically just work as a forward proxy, right? Which is like, it's kind of funny, right? Like it's called virtual private network. I guess because it sounds cool, because they do use VPN as the core technology, but the use case of it is just as a forward proxy. So like, there's really no like they shouldn't be called a virtual private network. Like that's not the use case. It's basically a forward proxy where you just route all your traffic, right? But what a forward proxy does, it's essentially just like you clients right here. This is your computers connecting to the proxy, right? And the proxy just sends requests to the internet on your behalf, right? And then once it gets a thing back from the internet, it gives it back to you, right? That's essentially a forward proxy. So this is basically how a VPN also works for like NordVPN, right? You connect to it via VPN, and then it acts as a forward proxy. Right? So that's literally it's like, so you won't need to use a VPN as long as you know your IP is going to be constant. Because if it's not constant, every time your IP changes, you have to go to your VPS and set up your firewall to allow yourself back in again. I can help you set it up if you want. But you're gonna have to look up to see. But I do need you to check something if your IP is constant. If you don't know, then it's fine. And the other thing is find like a VPS provider online, probably AWS, because they don't require ID. To just rent from. I don't know what AWS charges for EU servers, but I know for uh, American servers, it's not static. Okay, if it's not static, you're gonna have to set up some either a script that changes the firewall, which you probably don't want to do. You probably just want to set up a VPN. So, so you're gonna have to have a VPN proxy setup, right? You can just use a VPN setup, but the problem with that is you're gonna have to know. You're gonna have to change the VPN address space for forwarding to the VPN if the Anki servers change, and they do change. Anki says that they do change. So you would want to use a proxy server instead. But I can just show you. Just go find like a site that gives you VPSs for like $1 or two. And you don't need one that you don't need a good one because forwarding traffic is really cheap to do and very easy. The only thing you want to worry about is like the actual cost on a month-to-month basis. Like, let me check AWS cost chart. Let me go. Let's see. Okay, that's not it. Let's see. Let's do. Where's Europe? Let's do Germany. Germany. What's the cheapest one here? Holy shit, bro. Okay, maybe not Germany. What's like the cheapest place here? honestly, it doesn't even have to be in Europe. Let's see, Milan. On demand, 14 a month, bro. What? Okay, let's do like Asia. I think they may be cheaper. Um, okay, what about London? Let's see. Hello? Wow, that's expensive. Dude, what? Is there like... Okay, let's do Hong Kong. Let's see. $16 a month, bro. What the heck? Oh. Okay, you don't need to... Okay, okay. Okay, so AWS... Wait, hold on. Do you need a credit card attached to AWS? Okay, wait, hold on. Does AWS... Okay, it's gonna depend on... Okay, AWS doesn't allow Russian cards. Okay, what you could do... Okay, okay, okay. Go find a server. Just look up proxy servers online that support HTTPS, and just use that as your proxy server. I think it'll work out. And this way, you know, it's free. So AWS does have a free tier, but you need a card, a valid card. You could just use a public proxy. I think it's fine as long as it supports HTTPS. I feel like you wouldn't really have any security issues. Other than like, oh yeah, they know you're. They could probably okay. I think HTTPS has replay protection, so it's not like they can do anything crazy. Dude, all these runners have like these weird like hand postures. But if you want your own private proxy, then yeah, you'd have to go rent the VPS. Okay, so and then before you set up the proxy, you gotta check to see if Anki is able or if you're able to ping Anki from that VPS. So there's gonna be two connections you're gonna need to check. The VPS to Anki and then you to the VPS. So as long as those connections are valid, then you're good. I think if you... It doesn't have proxy settings? Syncing with Anki Web. You need to... If you need proxy to access Anki should automatically pick your system Oh, you set up your system proxy settings. Sorry, I didn't... I thought it was Anki specific. Oh, wait. Uh... I know, it says tell Anki your proxy settings. Define HTTPS proxy. What? Is Anki Web different from the Anki app? Anki app. No, yeah, it should be. It's the same one. All right. Well, is it the web interface? But what about? Is that what you're using, or what are you using? Aren't you using the computer version? Let's see, docs. Nice search. Proxy. Is there no proxy setting you can change? Damn. Well, you can change your system proxy, but this would probably traffic or route all your traffic to the proxy server. Yeah, I feel like I'm looking at these images of people running, and they don't look like they're running. It looks like they're just falling forward like constantly. I feel like that's bad for your knees or your. Okay. Well, do you want to just use if you want to use it as a VPN, like a full-on VPN, or sorry, if you want to route all your traffic to the VPS, then you can do that. So if you want, that'd make it easier. You don't have to set up a proxy. It's just gonna do VPS and just or not do just do like a full VPN route. But the problem with that is you don't have unlimited bandwidth. So like how much bandwidth does like NordVPN or whatever, do they give you like unlimited bandwidth? Okay, so in at least in the okay, so the VPSs I'm able to buy in the US, they basically give you like a terabyte of bandwidth as like the base amount. I think that's like the minimum they usually give you, the terabyte per month, right? So that's not that much if you're gonna use it for like everything, including watching videos. So wait, so what's the problem? It's wait. So your VPN is blocked by your ISP, or is the VPN blocking your ISP? Like what's the who's doing what? Pretty much all. So your ISP is the one doing the blocking. Okay, that's strange. Why is your ISP blocking it? Really? Like what are they worried about? Like I get it if um are you sure it's your ISP or is your ISP like a okay, so usually when you're like connecting to the internet or connecting to a website, you're doing more than one hop across the internet, right? It's gonna be like your home router. You hop to your router. The router pings to its local area, and then that local area goes and like talks to like it does a couple more hops until it hits like the server, right? So the internet isn't like one big mesh. It's like a couple steps, you know? It's a couple it's more than a couple. It's like five layers of meshes connected to each other. So are you sure it's your ISP or do you think it's like maybe your ISP trying to communicate with the rest of the world and the rest of the world is like no? Dude, I'm okay, hold on. The IS, they are worried about people having freedom, I guess. I'm sure the ISP is blocking the node because you can sometimes see the different ISPs are blocking slightly different services. Okay, I don't know. This is kind of full. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna help you out here. Let's see. How many VPSs have unlimited bandwidth? Let's see. Okay, so if you use OV, okay, let's see if OVSH has a Europe. Okay, public cloud, compute storage network, VPS or VPS. Let's see. Okay, so VPS from OVH. Let's see. Is this where can I get one of these? Okay, so VPA or OVH has unlimited bandwidth. It says unmetered bandwidth up to. Okay, it says okay. VPS servers in Asia Pacific regions have a monthly traffic quota of 1 terabyte. Beyond this, bandwidth is capped at 10 megabytes. Okay, so it's unlimited bandwidth. And you can get servers in the US and Europe. So I think this should be fine. Hello, hello? What language is this? $10 GB a month? Okay, well, just to be safe, you probably want unlimited bandwidth because... Okay, 500's reasonable. Okay, so I guess you could just get the cheapest VPS you can get, but you do need to find one that accepts your card. Because most VPSs, despite them, even if they give you a free tier, they require you to put in a card so that they can, authenticate you, and also if you do incur uh some some costs that they can charge you. And they have a charging cap, or sorry, a budget cap. So if you do end up using more than the allotted bandwidth, they charge you, I think, like 10 cents per extra gigabyte or something, or like 1 cent per extra gigabyte, something not a lot, but not little, you know? It's something I think is like less than reasonable, but not egregious, right? So I don't know. Maybe you could get one from maybe like a Polish server. I don't know if they have a lot of servers. Apparently there's some Bulgarian servers you can get from OVH, but I think it's a little bit. Let's see, how expensive is it? Uh, where can I choose? North America, North America, North America, Europe. Let's see. Okay, okay. So if you get it from Poland, it's 420 a month, which is kind of expensive, right? From OVH. EU VPS hosting. Let's see. Yeah, there's Hetzner, but they require an ID, so you gotta be careful about that one. If you think, do you think if you're okay with giving or, what's it called, validating your ID, you could use Hetzner because they're very cheap. So let me see, cloud, locations. Let's see. So they have a German, volumes. No, you don't need volumes. What's the cheapest one? Okay, the cheapest one they have is 350 euros. So that's about the same as the OVH servers. Is there like there a cheaper one? Does does OVH accept Russian cards? Uh That's crazy. The Hetzner servers, the cheapest one is like more than you need. There's two CPUs. Hello? Why would you need two CPUs? Is there like a cheaper one on this? Okay, if you only if you just choose IPv6, it's 50 cents, or yeah, it's 50 cents cheaper. Isn't that great? It's $3 a month. Yeah, okay, EU cheap VPSs. Hostinger? That's like Hetzner, I guess. Okay, services, pricing. VPS hosting. The cheapest one is 5 a month. And it's KVM, which you don't want to do. Oh, this is expensive. Uh, this EU? Apparently there's some cheap Dutch servers. I don't know. I do have a normal EU card. I just use it sparingly because I can't top it up while I'm here. Oh. Well, how are you gonna top it up? Don't witty about it. Alright. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I think it's funny. Like, I feel like you gotta get your Anki sync, bro, you know? Dude, there's this hand pose that runners do that looks uncomfortable, but apparently it's supposed to be comfortable. Or like it like feels useful or something. Where they're like it's the one where they like have their index and their pinky like kind like or I think their pinky's out and then their thumb is like touching their middle and ring finger or something. I don't know. Hey Jack, do you know the difference between a forward proxy and a VPN? Those runners are freaks. I think a lot of them do it. No? Okay, well it sucks. Well, I know what it is. You're only really the Anki thing if you want to use it on more than one device, so I don't really need it. Oh, okay. I thought you used more than one device, like your computer and then your phone or something. Are you worried that other services will be like blocked? Because I feel like Anki Sync, it's like such a like nonsensical service for them to just want to block for whatever reason. Let's see if my appeals worked. No, my appeals, no. Jack, you know the drawing I drew yesterday of like the Nico Robin in the swimsuit or you know swimwear or beachwear. Blue Sky immediately flagged it as adult content containing nudity. Does not have nudity, right? I appealed it and I just wrote does not have nudity, and they were like, okay, it's sexual, right? And then I was like, okay, how far can I take this, right? So I said it's not sexual. I appealed it again, saying it's not sexual, and my reasoning was, it is not inherently sexual to wear beachwear. You and depicting someone with beachwear getting wet and adjusting their clothes is also not inherently sexual. Got him. Like, it is, like, it's probably suggestive, but like that wasn't the intent. Yeah, I mean, adjusting clothes is not inherently sexual. It's you adjusting your clothes, bro. I'm gonna be as obtuse as possible. I don't think they're gonna accept my appeal. So, dude, OVH Cloud? Oops. Wait, why is it so expensive? 4 cores? 8 gigs of RAM? For real? Palo Alto. 4 cores? Huh. 8 gigs of RAM. That's crazy. Why wasn't I using this, dude? Uh, oh, save 14 cents. Or 14% per month. That's 4 cores, bro. Whoa. Okay. Well, YouTube uses a lot of bandwidth. But, Discord... Actually, Twitter also uses a decent amount of bandwidth. Not as much as YouTube, I assume. Discord also. Like, Discord and Twitter, they're both content delivery sites. So it's, like, kind of expensive. Or not expensive, high bandwidth. Okay, but despite guys, how does this say about Blue Sky? Because Twitch isn't strangely not blocked though. Yeah, I wonder why. It's owned by Amazon. I'm not sure if, yeah, I don't know. But do the Robin drawing I post on Blue Sky, despite it being like labeled and like blocked, not blocked, but censored or spoilered or whatever, it's doing pretty well. It's doing better than the other Robin drawings I did. So it's kind of funny. Is YouTube blocked by? Is that real? All right, I'm gonna finish the thing I did yesterday. I mean, it's pretty much finished. I don't really want to do anything on this anymore. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm not working on it anymore. Dang, bro, the CDNs are blocked. I always wanted to develop a CDN, but like I have nothing to like CDN, you know? Uh, you said you use Tailscale to set up the VPN. I don't use Tailscale. I use WireGuard and I set up the VPN manually. Tailscale, I don't really know how to use it. I don't even know like what the deal is with Tailscale over just using WireGuard directly. I think it's supposed to be like more convenient once you have it set up, but it is more effort to set it up. If you're only connecting two computers, just use WireGuard. There's no point using Tailscale. You like my Robin Cowboy? Thanks. Yeah, it's enough people running. You need all the chair poses. Do you just want the drawings I made, or do you want the reference? Because I don't. Because you could just look up. So, on Friday. Wait, what is this? Say Tuesday? On Friday, I looked up person sitting on chair on Google. And then yesterday I looked up woman sitting on chair on Google. Because they have different poses. But here, I could just get you to draw them. You know, the proportions I drew on this, I don't do normally. I don't like every when I looked at it after, I was like, why did I draw it like this? Oh, you liked them. Oh, I think they said you. What did I wait? What did I? I mean, I it's not even the speculars. It's the proportions on the body. I don't draw them like that. But I guess I was trying to do One Piece, right? Also, Robin is relatively tall. I kind of made her look short. So yeah, I really want to finish the color on this, dude. Like it's I don't like how this looks down here. What IP is Robin from? One Piece. Hey Jack, are you still there? You want me to teach you what a VPN is? Hold on, there's a new game that came out. How much is it? $14. Oh, $15, I bet. Okay, I'm gonna add it to my wish list. What? Am I not signed in? Alright, whatever. Has my name on it. What made you go back to daily streaming? I need money. I mean, the streaming itself doesn't make money, but like at least I'm productive during this. Even though I'm like just kind of not doing anything at the moment, but um, hey, why is it cheap? Oh yeah, sorry. Need money. Okay, actually that reminds me. Oh, actually, do I wanna? No, I'll just stay here. There's a new game called Ball X Pit, and I kind of want to play it. I saw it like like a couple months ago, and it seemed funny. It looks fun too. I hate this part, bro. Like this looks fine. These look like bags, bro. You know, but like this looks ass. Whatever. I had to fix your skin here real quick. Yeah. So like the thing I need now though is like I need more volume with my commissions. So I'm thinking about like opening up a lot of different tiers and a lot of different options. Like before I was worried about decision paralysis for commissioners because like if you give people more options, like they're gonna like not want to choose, right? So instead of having tiers per type of art, I thought about like maybe I should just make them like completely different things, and that at very different price points, right? Or not even they're very different price points. I was thinking about just like learning a lot of different, or just doing a lot of different types. So I was thinking I should do portrait paintings and uh do the thing like the Robin drawings I've been doing where it's a sketch and I just color it in. I almost just paint them too. I don't even like yeah. I was thinking maybe I should do that as like a tier, but like I don't know if anyone wants it. I'd have to make it like cheap, bro. Like I gotta like undercut, bro, like hard, bro. But like yeah, they're really like they're either I didn't really post in any of them. Cause like I looked at the art club or art commissions. There's like 100,000 people in here, bro. Right? Like it's a lot. So I don't think I was able. I haven't tried it. I should probably try it. Just post it somewhere, you know. Uh, but like it's a lot. It's so many. It's so many, bro. Like, I don't think I'm getting any attention there. Like, loading a server hurts my computer. But I did join them, so I will eventually do something with them, I'm pretty sure. But, like, I'll just have to, like, I'll have to, like, get myself to do it. But I do appreciate you spending time to send me on, because I wasn't gonna find those. The music's done. Alright, man. So I was thinking about getting another monitor. Been 6 years since I've had two monitors, and I thought like maybe I should do it now since I'm gonna be streaming. So I sold all my Nvidia stocks. How? Am I allowed to say that? I don't work at Nvidia, so I don't think it matters. But um, but yeah. Yeah, it was I didn't put a lot. I put in a like a I think I put in a total of 250 dollars in it over like a year. And then I just didn't put anything in it for a while. And then it just kept making me money. So I would every year I would just take out like $300 and buy something. So, hey Tim. I was thinking about getting a second monitor, Tim. Okay, actually, I have to start from here. You have two monitors? Yeah, a lot of people do. Actual stonks. Yeah, so I sold all of them now, and now it wasn't because I want to cash it in. It's because I wanted to move my account to a different brokerage site. You can die the mechanics while watching videos, or watching videos while raiding in 14. Yeah, like for me, it's just that you know how, okay, you see on my stream, the left side of my screen or of my art, usually when I draw on stream, I have my art look like this, right? I put everything on this side, on the right side of the screen, right? But because so the left side is empty, and it's because I have all my windows there. I have the chat. I have I have both YouTube and Twitch chat, just in case someone joins the YouTube. And then I have Pure Ref below it. I'm on a non-screen tab. Oh, hold on. Hello? Okay, so my brother is sick. So he has to get out of school, so I had to tell my other brother to pick him up. I got a call. Alright. I want to get a monitor too, but I'm really picking would rather have nothing than a mediocre washed out Black's monitor. Yeah, I mean I don't even care how it looks. I just need a second monitor. So I did have like some what's it called? I had some requirements, I think. I wanted to be at least 1080p. I wanted to have a VESA mount on the back. I wanted to have near 100% sRGB, which I think shouldn't be too hard. Apparently, most of them just get somewhere close, right? Well, it's just whatever my previous main monitor was. Yeah, I've only had one monitor. Actually, all my old monitors I've given to my brother. So I like the first monitor I ever bought was like this HC's 144 hertz monitor. I gave it to my brother after I went to move to college because I was just using a laptop for everything at that point. Take them back? No. Actually, so there is okay, I don't know what happened. I would have taken because my brother, I gave him three monitors in total, right? And he only needs two. So the third one was like this Dell, like this office monitor that my dad brought from work because they were throwing it out, and he's like, "Oh, just let me have it," right? So we had like 4 or 5 monitors in the garage, and then I just used that for like a couple years. And then I gave it to my brother, and then he threw it out or something after I gave him my other monitor. And then yeah, so I bought like in the last 6 years I bought two monitors. So and I only used one because I gave one to my brother because I don't need two. So for most stuff, but for art, like it's like I kind of need it, you know. Wait, what was I doing? All right, my brother's younger. I'm the oldest. So I asked one of my friends to help me do some research because he's done some research on monitors before when he was gonna buy his new monitor, and I was like, I don't want to do the research, so I had him do it. And then the thing is, he can only like use his phone at the moment, so he couldn't really do much. So yeah, he was able to find one monitor. I actually went on Amazon. I looked up uh one or 1080p VESA 100% sRGB uh monitor, and I found one that was $90, and it was 120 hertz, 1080p, 24 or it's like 23.5 inches, like which is the regular size, right? For $90, 120 hertz, 100% sRGB. That's crazy, right? It also had FreeSync, and I'm like, bro, what is real? I doubt it, bro. It must have been fake. They must have been lying, dude. Acer, right? Like they must be lying. You have an old TN monitor that I can't use because the connection is really bulky VGA. Really? No, not even dueling TVI. That's old, dog. I don't even think they sell TN monitors anymore, do they? I think it's just all IPS now. It's like the minimum. Dude, I'm glad I only have to paint this kind of material once. Because the other side of her hip has this as well, but it's facing away, so... Okay, actually, I do have to paint it, huh? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, my monitor's only 4 years old. Is it calm? Yeah, I wouldn't spend as much time on my own art. And also, I feel like it's good practice. Every time people ask me for this particular type of comp, they always give me like the simplest character. But I never have to actually spend time that would justify the price point. So I was like, all right, you know. But here it's like they gave me a comp that I thought would be like, okay, this would actually require the time that would I wanted to spend, that I would want to spend, you know, on this type of commission. So. And I'm kind of like, it's honestly so much detail, it's beyond my capacity. It's also stuff I don't normally draw, so I'm gonna try to not spend too much time trying to learn how to do it. And just try to get the essence of it right. Like, this is close, I feel, right? I could stop here, but I wouldn't stop there. I would do something. I would do more. I'm just trying to get this done by the end of the month, so... It's from Final Fantasy 14, yeah. Some Aura. I'm surprised you don't care about color accuracy. Well, I just need it to be 100% sRGB. Yeah?
You're looking for me?
No, not anymore.
Fine.
Okay. I just needed Bruce to go pick up Butch.
Oh, wait.
Butch?
Bruce?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing it now. Yeah, it doesn't have the pattern on it, so... Also, you might have heard me say some names. Those are not government names. I didn't dox anyone. Alright, I'll go back to this later. I really don't want to focus on one thing too much. Do these have the pattern on it too? Oh, they do. Fuck. You forgot the names already? Okay, that's good. Okay, the next thing is gonna be the... I want to just finish the black parts, actually. Actually, I don't even think I need to do much here. Moving pad 14 Pro? What's that? Moving pad... Wait, back on moving... Move Ink? Oh, I thought you mistyped it. What is this? Is this like a full oh, an OLED portable Android pad. Oh. This is more expensive than an iPad, right? Can you just get an iPad? You could, yeah. What's Wacom trying to do here? What market are they hitting? Like Android like loyalists? Bro, if they're buying Wacom, they're not Android loyalists, like guaranteed, right? Like, yeah, I don't have a Wacom tablet anymore. Or I don't use Wacom anymore. People don't like Apple? Oh, okay. What did you get? I got a XP pen. So when I was doing okay, I asked the same friend again, hey, could you help me research graphics tablets? He's not an artist, so he has like no reason to like need to know any of this, but I gave him my specs again. I told him, just get the biggest one possible. And then he was like, okay, and he found this one, and then he was like, it's really big though, but it's like $180. And I'm like, show me. And he showed it to me. It's all tablet. It's all active area, bro. It's the XP Pen Art Pro Deco V2 or something, I think. It's so big, dude. It's like the biggest tablet. It's all screen space. I don't have the biggest desk. It's like wide. It's not long, it's wide. I made sure to get a desk that's wide. Because I didn't care about it being long. Because there's no point, right? But I have a split keyboard, so there's like no room or there's no space used up by my keyboard on my computer or my desk, right? And then I have a monitor arm I bought on Amazon for like 35 bucks. So my monitor is just floating in the air. So I have so much room. So it's funny. Like what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing this. Is the entire area mapped? No, it's a 16 by 9, so like the bottom part is cut off. Yeah? Okay. I want the medium Zencelabs. I'm using the max area while preserving aspect ratio. I actually forgot to calibrate it or recalibrate it after some update, so it was only yesterday or Friday where I actually fixed it to match the aspect ratio. So I was using a wider or a taller area than I should have until like a couple days ago. The on-screen chat, yeah, it's because it's supposed to. The dollar sign is shorthand for evaluate. So here, let me try something. What does this look like? Eval two plus. What does that look like in chat? Eval 2 + 2. Ah, hey, are you sure? Oh, it does. Okay, what part is? What does this look like? It's $1 sign. So uh, wait, what interpreter is this using? Oh wait, it's not parentheses. It's okay. Whatever. Okay. Drop table art 2025. Yeah, there's music on the Twitch stream because YouTube. The last time I played music, YouTube like shut my stream off. So yeah, I can't play music on YouTube. They hated it. Here, I still have the voice things. Oh, bye how. I hope your iPad comes back to life. I think that's Yuna from Final Fantasy X. Too red. This client uses mods. What client? You don't think it's outfit? No, it's in the game. It's the hold on, they wrote it down for me. Um, it's the diamond set. Yeah. Ancient, like old, like no one uses it kind of thing. That's not that old. I guess it's 2025 now, huh? Mm, so I'm only considering getting another monitor because we're not okay, if I didn't okay, if it was like last year and I was streaming a lot last year, if I was, I still wouldn't have bought a second monitor because it would not be feasible. Because like Nvidia has a weird bug, or not weird bug, but just bad support on using Wayland as your display server on Linux, where if you had multiple refresh rates, it would just look really bad. It would like flicker, right? Wayland improved sometime in the middle of this year so that that wouldn't be an issue anymore for NVIDIA graphics card. So I'm now able to get a second monitor without it like looking ugly. Unless, I was thinking I would just buy another monitor with the same refresh rate, but like that's really not necessary. So yeah, you have two different. But if I wanted it to work without it looking horrible on my monitor, I would have had to bought the same refresh rates. So that would have been ass. But now I don't have to, so worked out. So I was watching there's this one person I watch on YouTube occasionally who gives deadlock uh educational, or he like makes like educational deadlock stuff, right? Where like he teaches you some mechanics and some strategies, right? And he gives free coaching, right? Which is I think the funny thing, right? I guess has some free time and he just wants to like, do some deadlock stuff. And he wants people to watch his stream, I guess. And like the really funny thing is I learned is he actually uses Linux because he was trying to show how to do a specific. It's not like a small. It's not a mod. It's just a config file for Deadlock to let you have multiple chat wheels, right? So you can say yes quickly with your chat wheel. And to do that, he didn't have Linux, so he opened up a Windows VM and showed how to do it there. So I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, oh wow. He's not even gonna. I didn't really watch the whole video, so I wasn't sure exactly if he explained it or not. But I want to imagine he just didn't explain to his viewers that he's using a Windows or he's using Linux and is running everything through a Windows VM to show how to do it. So I have a friend who told me he was thinking about getting or starting to use Linux last week. And I told him, "Oh, why?" And he's like, "I don't want to use Windows 11 anymore because of the update." And I'm like, I think it's fine. I think it'll be fine. You don't have to move. You don't really get much of a benefit from it unless you really want specific stuff that you need to know you want at this point, right? So if it's just to play games and develop video games like we usually do, you don't need to go on Linux. It's fine. And he's like, "No, they're doing like uh AI development now, or they're developing with AI now. So it's like the quality sucks." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, if you lost confidence, I guess you could just use Linux now." So, but it was like usually I recommend people to try Linux, but this time I was like, it doesn't matter, bro. And then the one time I say it doesn't matter, he's like, "Yeah, no, it's breaking, bro. I gotta hop off." So I thought that was kind of funny. Well, they did introduce some breaking changes in some of the new updates, so that's the one thing that. Yeah, but like ever since they announced they were doing the AI development or developing with AI, there's just been like a breaking update like every update. Yeah. I mean, for me, the only games you can't play are games with easy anti-cheat that the developers specifically didn't want Linux users to. Not specifically, but they made no effort to make it work on Linux, and the effort required to make it work on Linux is checking a box that lets Steam deploy their own version of using anti-cheat to users, right? Which means if the user wants to use Linux, then Steam will give a Linux to Windows easy anti-cheat client, right? It's just a checkbox to let Steam handle it for you instead of you doing it yourself. and but apparently they want to handle it themselves, and they won't, it won't work. Yeah, the only other games are, or the other games would be games that have their own anti-cheats. For example, modern EA games have their own anti-cheat that do not work on Linux explicitly, despite it working previously, I think. Or despite the games working previously on Steam or on Linux. They've like retrofitted the solution to their games that were released before they developed it. So some games used to work, now they don't. Um, and then what else? And then like all the Riot games don't work. Technically, Fortnite you're not allowed to run on Linux, but I think it's supposed to work fine. Maybe not actually. I don't know. And then trying to think of other. There's like I can't play Dragon Ball Fighters because it doesn't work on Linux. Like it's really easy for it to work, but I think it's like Bandai's problem. So Bandai just doesn't want to press the box for whatever reason. Like I'm pretty sure they're aware of it too. So I don't think they probably have a reason not to. And then I think that's pretty much it. You can't use CSP on Windows though. There's no easy way to do it. Or there's no simple way to use it. Like it just doesn't work natively. So you'd have to use some VM or use Wine, but I think people have had problems running it under Wine. Yeah, it doesn't work on Linux. Clip Studio Paint. Use CSP, right? Let's see. CSP on Linux. Okay, so this guy says it can work on Linux now. You just have to do a funny little workaround. Strange. It's a weird workaround. I don't know. It's a pretty simple one, but it's like I don't know why this is fixing it. It's fine. Krita, yeah, Krita works natively on Linux, so. But I know a lot of people have some. It's abrasive for some people because like I've only ever used Krita, so like I don't notice it problems. Um, yeah, I was thinking about doing that too. I just keep forgetting about it as a platform. Damn, it's still adult content on Blue Sky. No. Yeah, I think Blue Sky, I don't use it often, but I know it's just like, I don't think a lot of people like using it. Everyone just goes back to Twitter, but I'm posting on both. Kind of lazy. Yeah, like what you could do. So Twitter lets you, uh, they let you schedule your posts. So if you don't want to post every day, just don't spend Sunday posting, right? And then and then you're good. Mm, I guess following people is what you were saying you were too lazy to do. Yeah, it's a lot of effort. Saturday. Okay. You're saying in writing. Okay. I mean, do you follow me on on Blue Sky? I don't know. I haven't checked. Yeah. Okay. Big fan. Thanks. Yeah, I had this one like night where I was like so bored, so I wrote like a script to a YouTube video that I thought would be funny. I wrote like the worst things, bro. Let me see. Uh, Okay, you want to hear the first sentence? The intro sentence? The concept was like just like me learning how to make art or comics, right? And the first two sentences, I didn't. It's not even complete. I wrote insert joke here because I couldn't think of one at the time, right? But it's I'm currently plagued with personal, local, national, and global concerns that is shaking up my nervous system like a insert funny joke here. So instead of tackling the underlying issues in hopes of a happier, healthier life, I will instead learn how to make a comic. And then the next paragraph is like really bad. That sounds like a college essay? It is. I only know how to write college essay, dude. Yeah, I'll read you the next paragraph. It's really funny. This is a lofty goal, a goal that many dream of announcing they'll eventually achieve, but never make it past the initial intrusive thought. A goal that only a strong few make it to the point of publicly announcing that they wish they could spend time making comics. But okay, maybe I should rewrite that. But there's a small number of people who announce they'll do it and actually do it. I wish to be one of those people and risk being in the group of people who lie. Oh, I wish to be one of those people and risk being in the group of people who will lie to themselves as a hobby. There's also another set of people who make comics and don't make a big deal out of it. Learn. Okay. Yeah. It's Mercy Overwatch? No. You can tell I wrote this while I was like trying to go to bed. And I like the insert joke part. Thanks. You moved back to YouTube? Jack, do you want to learn what the difference between a forward proxy and a VPN is? Okay. Do you know the difference? I forgot. Did I ask you already? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll draw it out for you. Alright. Actually, I wrote it down here. Wait, no, that's not it. Okay. So you have a bunch of local networks, right? That are, represented by a router, right? So here's a router. And then you got computers connected to this local network via this router, right? And then here's the local network, and then you got another local network here. Say this is my house, right? I got a few computers connected to the local network, right? And then, a couple other local networks, right? With, their own sets of computers, right? If you want to connect to another computer on your local network, you just have to like use an IP like 168.1 and some number here, right? And so this range right here, 192.168, and then whatever number here, this is a private network. Or is the IP range that's reserved for private networks, right? So whenever you see this, you can assume it's a private network, right? There's another range that's reserved, 17.2 and 10. These ones are never used by the WAN, so the internet doesn't use these. They're used for private networks, right? So what you can do is set up a VPN that creates this network right here that uses this IP range as your interface to connect to other computers on that virtual private network. And the virtual private network does not have to exist in the same local network. right? So you're essentially creating a tunnel between, say, this computer, and this computer want to be on this network, this VPN. They have to set up a tunnel to each other, right? That connects via the internet, right? And they can reference each other as 10 point whatever IP you give them, right? So it's as if they're on the same local network, right? But they're tunneled through the internet, right? That's a VPN. And then a forward proxy is kind of what VPNs do, like NordVPN does, where you have like this, you have all these. Here's NordVPN, right? And then you have your devices here, and all it does is it connects to these like VPN servers, and then these ask the internet all your internet requests for you, and then gives it back to you, right? So it's basically a forward proxy. It makes the requests on your behalf, right? So whenever you make a request to like YouTube, it looks like to YouTube it just looks like NordVPN asked them, right? They don't know who asked for it, they just know NordVPN asked for it. They're doing the request on your behalf, right? So that's a forward proxy. And you can set this up as a VPN. So most VPN software does let you set stuff up as a forward proxy in functionality. Right. So you just tell the VPN like, oh, whenever I'm trying to connect to this IP, tunnel it through the VPN. Right. So that's essentially a forward proxy via VPN. So that's isn't that cool, Jack? Don't you feel like you learned something today? Don't you like computers, Jack? Aren't they fun? Don't they feel don't aren't they cool? Wait, what? Oh. So how are you doing, Jack? Oh, Jack, are you still there? I'm trying to remake my. I basically have three. All my Uma are basically 3-star now. The only one I don't have that's 3-star is Tachyon, which is kind of unfortunate. So I'm trying to remake some of the Uma I use for my team, my PvP team, so that they have their new skill. Because I think they give more points if it's the higher level skills. And I'm like kind of making better Uma, I think. I don't know. I think my mod left. They got bored of my VPN lesson. That's the goal, you know? Scare the hose with your computer knowledge. Sounds like a video game soundtrack from like 2008. Yeah, I just wanted to say that was Mercy, bro. It's crazy. You like the song? Dude, I think I'm like overstretching my forearm muscles a bit with the way my tablet is like set up on my desk. I bought a mouse mat recently because my mouse pad was just too small. So like I would always have I like anytime regard depending on how I want to use my mouse, I would like rotate it. So the desk mat's been nice too, because like my one of my keyboards, like one of the feet is like shorter than the other, so like wobbles a bit when I like press. Yeah, my tablet sits on my desk mat, so I gotta clean my desk mat soon. It's been like half a year now, I think. That's pretty big. I think mine's like 20, 25, 26 inches wide, and then like 13 tall. Yeah, I don't like this how I did this gold here. The relief. 4 years ago. I don't know how to paint gold with relief on it. Like I can paint smooth gold, or not can, but like it's like passable. But I don't know how to do one with relief on it. You haven't tried your quick play match? Are you playing Dota? Yeah, Dota 1? That's crazy. Okay, see ya. Hi, Izzy plays RAR. How's it going? Hmm. I do requests. Depends. Well, I don't really know you very well, so I wouldn't do it for free. Unless, like, you suggest something funny, I don't know. It has to be really funny. No. You gotta make a request that's funny. No, I don't think that's funny. I don't know who Dial is. That's all you got. It's a nice try. He would understand who's you. I don't know. Yeah, but I won't be making any money. Money? Well, I'm doing this for money. So, it has to be really funny. Okay, no, you don't give me an IRL story. You were in 3 hour? You were in third hour? You mean third period? Oh wait, what? Like in school? I don't really get your story. Oh. No, I think I get it now. I have to reread it. I have to just have to read it a few times. Is it funny? I don't know. It's okay. Hmm. It's okay. I'll draw it. What was it again? Okay, I'm not gonna draw the cert or the plushie, but I don't know who Dial is. He's just a clock guy. Is he from like a video game? Is he from Roblox? That was from Roblox? Hmm. It made it to New York Comic Con. I mean, a lot of New York Comic Con stuff is like fan made stuff, you know? So anyone could, you could just walk over there and bring something, and then you technically would be able to made it, right? Here, here, I'll just draw her dial face. That was just a clock, right? Official collab with Care Bears? Is it that big? What's CG5? Only popular kinds of things make it the comic. No, I think a lot of random stuff gets into there, right? Famous music artist, one that you won't name. I mean, if they're famous, you gotta say their name, right? Maybe it's what's his name? Dial. Dill Tims, yeah, it's okay. Oh, I don't know who that is. Is CG5 like popular with kids? Grind better? I don't know if grinding would help me know children musicians, right? He's not a stick figure? Well, I just didn't know what he looked like. I just looked him up and then that's it. I didn't really look at him too much. Yeah, but I don't know any of this stuff. I think I might be too old for it. Oh, grind better on dial. Oh, no, it's okay. No, I mean like I don't think I'd be interested in looking at Dial though. He looks too colorful. Where's my eyes? I have like old eyes, you know? Hey, Sundered. I gotta fix something real quick. Okay. I updated PureRef because I think PureRef broke. Aw, man, is it broken? No, why is it like this? Does PureRef not work? Yeah, I think PureRef broke. Yeah, I use Krita. I've been using it since 2015. They made a decent amount of improvements since then. The main one was like in 2016 or 17 when they added like flow or whatever it's called. So whenever you overlap the same stroke onto itself, it wouldn't it wouldn't overlay. Okay. Is PureRef broken? What? Hmm. Yeah, by default, I think it's supposed to have 10 undo steps. You can change it to like 50 or 100. Uh, I think PureRef is broken, dude. What is it? Maybe it's local. Where is pure ref settings? It's in config. Huh? I think it's broken. Hmm. Yeah, I've been trying to learn. Well, not been, but like, I tried learning 3D. I tried learning Blender, but like, it's just so many like random things. It seems like you actually have to know the software to use it. But like when you're drawing, you just need to know how to draw and then like use the brushes and you're good. Oh, also, you when you mentioned that your friend might commission me, I did get like a commission request on Ko-Fi for portrait, which I thought was what you were talking about, right? So I thought it had to be that person, right? I can show you what they asked me to draw. Maybe they look familiar to you, but the name was kind of weird. It was like, what did I say the name was? Like a box or something? What is it? Uh, their name is the Pirate Box. They had like a yeah, just incidental timing probably. But I can show you what it looked like. This is the character. Is this more of a friend of a friend? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean if I don't get the commission, it's okay. So no, I don't need cardboard. Okay. I don't I think I'm done with it though. Like I don't want to draw it anymore or paint more of it. But I was trying to find some ways to get more commissions because like at this point I'm like I just need them, right? So I was thinking about how to do cheap commissions because people can't afford the expensive ones, right? Looks same quality. Yeah, maybe. So I need to before I end the stream, I gotta draw like something to post tomorrow. I don't really have anything to post, like other than like the commission I just did, but I did some running drawings. That's it. Mm, Yeah, I'm in the middle of Endwalker. I just haven't played it in a while. I've been busy. Hmm. Okay, I think I broke Pure F, dude. How do you? I don't know what I did, bro. No such file or directory. What do you mean, bro? What? Is it actually broken? Okay, never mind. I'll just do this later. Um. So, I saw you've been painting more, Sunder. How's that going? Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's fun, right? You have to work at home. That's nice. 2 hours each way. Pretty bad. Mm, so I want to draw Robin again, but I'm not sure how I want to draw her. Zoe? Is that the big elephant one? I'm caught up on the manga. Oh, actually, I'm like 6 chapters behind, I think. Yeah. Like it was too intense or like what? Too long, too many characters? Oh. I don't think you need to know them. I don't think I remember any of them. Yeah, I feel like I don't remember. I think after Dressrosa I did take a break, but I don't remember. I mean, you weren't driving or anything, right? So I don't know. I feel like during commuting, if you're not like you're just kind of waiting there to get to where you need to be. I feel like that's kind of relaxing for me, but train after train, yeah. You don't feel relaxed unless you're home. I'm pretty relaxed when there's travel involved because like all you can do is just sit there, you know. So yeah, if they're full, that might kind of suck. Hmm. I really want to end the stream in 25 minutes, so I gotta figure out what to do here. Uh, do you go anywhere? No, I just go on Google Images. And then I have like some images I look at that I have saved. I don't use Pinterest. Mostly because I just don't like what they recommend. Like even before AI. It's mostly reposted art. Like that's most of what it is. Because I don't think it's like an image aggregate site, right? It's not really a social media platform. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I should think of a different character to draw. Are you still here? That's cool. Yeah. Is it all Sunday? I thought it was Miss Sunday. I should really draw other characters, I think. It'll, yeah. I'll do it tomorrow. Who are you thinking of? I don't know. I just shouldn't be drawing Robin all the time. Just drawing Robin. That's fun. Hey, what's my stream title? Oh, I haven't changed it. Okay, there you go. Hmm. Hey, Sandra, do you think you could help me with something? I need to figure out what things I should start doing as commissions that are cheap, you know? So I was thinking I would just do something like in this style, right? Just a sketch with color. And then I can make it really cheap, you know? Because it doesn't take too long. Like, this took 20 minutes. But I don't want it to be like such a like cheap amount that it's like too much effort to like communicate with someone, you know? So I wasn't sure. But you know, if I could get like a few of these, I don't know. Cause like if you compare this with like, yeah, I mean, I'm asking you because like you're a consumer, right? So I think you would like have the perspective I'll never really have because I never buy any commissions. Like like this is what I would normally do for like a colored commission. Maybe something more complicated than this, like this one, right? It's like the normal thing I would do, right? But it takes some time to do this. Even though it doesn't look too detailed, it's still like some time. And then, but this is like, I feel like this is more fun, you know, and it's cheap. So I thought people would want to do this. I mean, this is still technically full body, you know, but just it's just super rough, super quick, kind of messy, you know. I don't even draw the hands, really. Like it's well, it's not really effort. It's just that I need like a very cheap tier because I feel like most people just can't afford most my commissions, right? No, I don't want to do that. I feel like that's just not as fun. Like I can do this in like 10, 20 minutes anyways. So like cutting it for time and effort really isn't like something I need to think about even more. I just wanted to know if it's like if if people would want this, you know. But it's hard to tell. It's like 'cause I just don't really have a lot of followers either. Like I don't get a lot of attention. So it might even just be like I just need more people to see my art thing. But like at that point it's just like I don't know, like it's like not work, right? It's just like trying to see if I can get people to look at me. Just a ton of effort for like very little reward. So, all right, I got 5 more minutes. All right, I don't know. Do you think people would be interested in this style? Like if the money wasn't like a consideration, do you think people would want it? Because it's very quick, and if they know it's cheaper, so like now considering money, I feel like more people would want to do this, right? You think so? Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just ask. But if I have too many tiers, people might get confused or something. So I think what I should do, I should probably do more characters. Maybe tomorrow I'll just do a bunch of these, right? And then uh and then maybe I'll make a commission suit. Lo-fi art party? No, what's that? Hey Andre. There's people commissioning each other there. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do a lot of art trades because it's just I need to spend my time trying to make some money. So, but if it's like pro bono for advertising, it's like it's all speculative, right? So it's just I don't know if I want to invest in it. But if people, I don't know. If, I don't even know if like Final Fantasy 14 people would want to commission me. Uh, is it like a Discord or something? Or what is it? The Discord? Could you send me a link? Is it like an invite link or like what is it? Yeah, maybe I can just share the art I made. I kind of want to show Final Fantasy 14 people what I, or players, stuff I made for people. Actually, it reminds me, I'm gonna try to do something real quick. Uh, Maybe I'll do it on a stream, on a different stream. Actually, yeah, I'll do it later. I think I'm done drawing for the day. You can send me the invite on Blue Sky if you find it. If not, that's okay. I can maybe get it some other time. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll stream again tomorrow, same time. Bye bye.